Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Conversations with Liv. Today I am unwell, but I thought it would be good to still get an episode out, so you'll have to forgive me for my voice. If I talk like this, it doesn't sound as bad. Anyway, let me be serious. So, I was reading something. I don't know exactly what it was about. Actually, not I don't know. I can't remember what it was, but they mentioned the topic that I'm going to speak about today. So I know I was reading about something that had to do with like getting older and setting goals as you get older and things like that. So it's something I've been thinking about a lot lately. I think as my birthday is coming up, like I'm just in the mood of, okay, you're getting older. What do you want to do? That type of thing. So today I'm going to be talking about generate. This word, I've been trying to pronounce it this whole time. Generativity. Generativity versus stagnation. So this was developed by a psychologist called Erikson. So he developed stages of a psychosocial development. Scrap that. He developed 8 stages of psychosocial development. This one, generativity versus stagnation, is the 7th one. So Erikson thought that personality develops in a predetermined order through 8 stages of psychosocial development from infancy up to adulthood. So during each stage, the person experiences a psychosocial crisis, which could have a positive or negative outcome for personality development. This one, oh, okay, sorry about that. This one is has to do with like the ranges of age 40 to 65. It would make sense for me to talk about the one that I'm in right now, but that's not what I'm going to do today. I might talk about it a different time, might not. So, yeah. Stage 7, generativity versus stagnation, is basically when adults need to create or nurture things that will outlast them, often by having children or creating a positive change that benefits other people. Success leads to feeling of usefulness and accomplishment, whilst failure results in shallow involvement in the world. So the success is the generativity bit, and the stagnation bit is the failure and feeling like they don't want to, contribute to the world type of thing. By failing to find a way to contribute, we become stagnant and feel unproductive. This may cause individuals to feel disconnected or uninvolved in their community and with society as a whole. Success in this stage will lead to the virtue of care. So each stage has a virtue that is the outcome if you kind of succeed in that stage. So if you end up succeeding in generativity, the virtue that you gain is care. So care is the virtue achieved when this is done successfully. Being proud of your accomplishments, watching your children grow into adults, and developing a sense of unity with your life partner are important accomplishments of this stage. Now, obviously, not everyone wants to have kids, not everyone wants to have a partner, but there are other things you can do for yourself that will cause you to feel like you're making an impact in society. So just more elaborating on what generativity is, psychologically it kind of means making your mark on the world through creating or nurturing things that will outlast you. So during middle-aged individuals will experience a need to create or nurture things that will outlast them. By this could mean having like mentees or creating positive changes that will benefit other people. So again, I guess in comparisons, maybe like now, not every 20-something-year-old wants to have something that will outlast them, but it'll get to a point where it's like a need for something to live beyond you. And I guess that kind of comes with like when you think about when you've died, what will you leave behind? Now, the key characteristics of generativity include making commitments to other people, developing relationships with family, again, mentoring others, and contributing to the next generation. So if you don't want to have kids, you can still contribute to the next generation by mentoring other people, seeing other people's kids. Like, there's ways around it. It's just about kind of knowing that when you're gone, or even when you're still here, someone's like, you know what, Olivia made an impact on my life, so I am who I am today, kind of thing. It's a bit, I don't know if it's egotistical, but it's like it fulfills a part of us where it's like we want to be needed. That's like the vibe I'm getting from this. Like, whether you want to avoid it or not, there's a part of us that really yearns to feel like they are important. I guess when you're young and you're still maybe being provided for, or you're still figuring yourself out, you don't really have the means to be needed. But once you get to like deeper in your adulthood and you're just fending for yourself, I guess, you're more capable of doing that. So to elaborate on what stagnation is, this refers to the failure to find a way to contribute. So individuals may feel disconnected or uninvolved with their community and with society as a whole. Some of the characteristics of stagnation include being self-centered, failure to get involved with others, not taking an interest in productivity, no efforts to improve yourself, and placing one's concerns above all else. So it's just, I guess, those kind of characteristics kind of are linked with mainly young people. So I guess if you're an adult, like in your 40s to 65 years of age, and you still have those characteristics, your people might be like you're childish, you didn't really grow up, those type of things, because it's kind of expected of you to be more selfless as you grow older, especially when you have people depending on you, such as children. So the benefits of generativity is better health, more positive relationships, greater fulfillment, greater productivity, and increased community involvement, whereas the consequences of stagnation are the opposite really. So worse health, low quality relationship, and decreased life satisfaction. People that experience stagnation can also be characterized as going through what is called as a midlife crisis. So suddenly they just want to like switch their whole lives around and just do something else because they don't feel fulfilled with what they're doing right now. The good thing about when you get to this point of maybe a midlife crisis, or if you've acknowledged that you're experiencing stagnation, is that you can change it. So to decrease it, it's kind of known to maybe you start a new hobby, learn something new, find a source of inspiration, and just look for new opportunities. So a midlife crisis, even though it can be a bad thing, because usually it's kind of it's not attributed, it's kind of attached to like wild things, like people just buy something random, move across the country and stuff. If you've kind of acknowledged what you're doing and you're doing it in a sensible way, sensible being like you're not harming yourself, you're not changing your life drastically to the point where you didn't think about it, it's good. Like, okay, maybe you want to have a new career, it's fine to start a new career as long as you know you've done the research, you're able to provide for yourself whilst you're not working, etc., etc. Not wake up one day and quit your job and your kids are looking at you like, okay, so we're going to eat tomorrow because you don't have any provisions for the rest of the year. Anyway, so that was it. It's just a brief thing. I hope it makes sense what I'm saying. Yeah, that's something I need to stop asking. But anyway, yeah, I wanted to talk about this because I feel like life satisfaction is definitely a big thing to me. I think we are all, not I think, we are all going to die one day. I don't want to die and think, oh my god, you didn't live. Like, that's like, I think if you know me personally, everything I'm like, okay, like I'm just trying to live like my best life because one, I'm blessed to have this life, and two, regrets is just a big no for me. Like, it's just not something that sits well with me. So it's like you have to do everything you're capable of doing to ensure you're proud of yourself at the end of the day. So with this, just kind of think about what you want from your future, what you are doing to get that stuff from your future. Like, life isn't guaranteed, but try and make sure every day you're living to do something fulfilling to make you feel that bit better, so that when it does come to an end, you're like, you know, I had a good run. I did what I had to do. I helped other people. I don't regret not doing this. Like, I'm like, okay, I want to do this. I will try it. Like this podcast, for example. I sometimes sit here, I'm like, are you gonna talk to yourself for years? And I'm like, I actually don't know. I don't know how long this is gonna go for. But I tried it, you know? So we go from there. So, and again, it's not applicable to everybody. Not everyone needs reminders to live their life and make it fulfilling. Some people already know their stuff, but for some people, like, I don't know, like, life is not that it's hard, but it has its ups and downs. So you might just need that little reminder to just keep going, you know, and just keep doing your best for you and your future self, because your future self will thank you for the work that you did today. That's it from me and my nasally, husky voice. If you've enjoyed it, great. Yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Bye.